Hershe. How are you tonight?
I am phenomenal. And you? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I can see that the delay is quite a bit between us.
I'm sorry. Don't know what to do.
Oh, not a problem. I'll just try not to talk over you.
Sounds wonderful. I will do the same.
So, do you have a feline near you tonight?
Spade, he was. I don't know. He's roaming around somewhere.
He'll probably be dragging the fishing pole through the living room.
Oh, boy. So, hello, everyone that is watching. Everyone is having a great Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and you know what we do on Wednesdays? We do shadow work on Wednesdays. So while we're waiting on a few of you to come in, we're just gonna talk here and chit chat and let you guys come on in. You will need your journals tonight. It's not hard homework. It's actually hopefully very helpful. So tonight we're gonna try to help you find one of your grains of sand. And Thomas and I are going to look in three areas. So, therefore, we're going to need several cards and we're going to feel where we think you should spend some time on. Tonight is our last shadow night for chapter two. So, after tonight, we will be done with chapter two and we will be coming back. I believe it's November 13th. Let me check. Yes, the 13th, November 13th on that Wednesday, and we will be working immediately in that chapter on challenges. So the first one was awareness, the second one was journaling. This third chapter is challenges. And so I'm kind of looking forward to that because we've got some pretty nice challenges worked out. And I think we'll be helping reach some people with the spreads we've got. So we get to bring spreads back, all of that. So I'm pretty excited to bring in chapter three.
Oh, any- anything exciting coming up?
Absolutely. I'm going on a cruise. I mean, we're going on a cruise. We're going on a cruise. What's going on, Brian? Hey, hey.
I've got all my pills and stuff gathered up. I've got over a bushel of pills and supplements and stuff that I'm supposed to be taking every day, and just trying to get one small container each with an active prescription on it, so I can pack the bottles with the pills. They don't really like you to put them in pill containers without having the identification. Thank you, Brian.
You for the fun vibes. Thank you, thank you. What?
Ah,
Don't look at me like that, little.
where'd you go?
He
Where'd
looked
you
up at me
go?
and rolled his eyes.
Where'd you go? Oh my goodness.
I'm right here.
Oh, you can see me?
I'm yes.
Okay.
Yep, I can see you. I can hear you. Madam Marota. Hello, hello, hello.
Wow.
I hope you are having a wonderful hump day.
I'm gonna have to have you run everything because I'm staring at a blank Google screen.
Oh well, that's no good. Well,
Don't
we'll
know
just
how
sit here and
stupid
chit
I
chat
look.
while
You
you
don't
try to
know how
fix it.
stupid I look.
Yeah. Do you want to try to fix it and come back in a minute or two or whatever?
Okay, hold it open for me.
I definitely will. Brian says we can see, and we can
Oh,
see you both.
okay. Well, I just fixed it trying to get out of here.
You're
Where?
the one. I, of course, I have to. Yes, see, but yes, and nobody has said me yet, so no worries. You
That's
can try to fix it if you want to. You
that's
know,
what I was
that's
looking for when. There we go. Oh,
to
I
get it
hear
fixed.
birdie. Yeah, I'm fixed.
Good. Also, guys, I want to remind you it is the 30th, so there is literally no time left like the present. If you want to use my affiliate codes, I don't have very many left, if I have any at all. But you have 1 day left to use that 31% off at Tarot Forest if you use my affiliate code. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because you're going to have to go. You're going to have to be subscribed to my channel, and then you will find in my community tab where you can get all of that beautiful information and get that 31% off for Halloween on maybe a deck you've been eyeing. There's all kinds of goodies there.
So no meat yet. Um, you know, maybe
That's
they're
right.
all taking it easy on us and letting us start vacation a week early.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I've already got a carnation in my hair because Bobby was being an asshole and
I saw
stood up on
that
my flower and it broke my flower.
I saw that one of the stems had bent, not just drooped over, but like bent,
No,
kinked.
yeah, no, he broke it. Yeah, yeah, he broke it. Him broke it. Oh, leave stuff alone, Bobby.
So
Keep putting stuff in knots.
I'm have to go to the local Walgreens and see if I can find the Refriendly suntan spray or lotion because
Yep,
Amazon
ours didn't make
finally
Amazon.
told me today that they canceled my order for it, and it was supposed to be here yesterday. They said due to lack of supply, they couldn't send it out, and suggested that I buy it from another retailer site on their page. And
Not enough time. We'll have to hope we can grab some from Walgreens. Maruda asked about a read. Ooh, did
yeah,
he email me
but
and I just totally
I
overlooked
can't
it?
find I can't find the Daniel.
It's not he that's it's I think it's a
Oh,
private read. Did
somebody's
he
guy.
email me? Did
I'm
I
sorry.
miss a message? Um, let me see.
I'm not the
So
brightest
do I
tack in
have
the shed.
um I don't have any openings between now and when I leave, though, but I absolutely have some openings when I get back if he wants. Oh, man. I mean, I do have one opening Friday. I don't know if it'd work with his timeline. What is his timeline for Friday, Maruda? I said, he said, no, he said you told him. not to contact you directly. Oh,
Well, you said you probably said like go to the email under any of my description boxes.
mm. Did I say that? Why did I say that? If I said to go through Maruta, I believe I asked him to come through you. I believe Maruta. Um, but if that's what he's doing, then yes, let's get something set up. Yes, yes. I'm as you're both reminding me. Yes, that way I can remember who Daniel is. I have terrible memory. It is nothing personal. We're carving pumpkins. Ah! Ooh, make one. The that one clown that has all the razors in it. Make one jagged. For adults only. Or put all the pumpkin guts like it's either coming out its mouth or it's like spilled out like its brains are falling. Okay. Anyway. What up, Mo? Brian, have so much fun, man. I want to see pictures. I know you guys are gonna have so much fun.
So I don't know if Hershey is more excited about the cruise or more excited about Halloween tomorrow because she is Samhain because this is her
Some
holiday.
solid.
So
Friday. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that style. Marita, what does this Friday look like? Oh man, there's so many good things, man. And all day long, my little Henri self, my little Samhain self, my little witchy self has been posting all kinds of good witchy stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ba, 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 bum. Boom, 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 boom,
so
boom, boom.
so our ship holds about 3,600 in double occupancy passengers.
Let's hope there's not that many people there. But even if there is, oh well, the big.
I would. I don't think this
Or
is a
share
big
with.
holiday time of month. Because most of the people wait for the kids to come back from college or whatever for the big Thanksgiving.
Mm. Okay, just let me know, love. Just let me know, cause I only got like the window is so small on Friday. Um, it's and it's early. Well, it's kind of early, but it's not real early. It's afternoon, evening hours. Happy Samhain. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, everyone. I'm off to. Oh, have so much fun.
Are you sure that's pumpkin
Yummy.
seed he's going to be roasted with?
I'm sure it is.
Okay, well, just
Spade, what are you doing?
just checking.
Just a checking.
Ju-
All right.
ju- ju- ju-
So Michelle says me. So we have one
Oh,
me. Michelle says me.
okay, so I think what your spread is telling me is that this is to look for the grain of sand in your mind, in your head, um, your intuition, your third eye chakra. Is that what this is? The one in the middle of the forehead. And the two cards that came up to you, the first card drawn was manifestation. So you put your mind to it and you can make it appear so in the 3D, 4D world that we're living in. And the other one, victorious. It says, it is good to ask for help. In this case, I think I know well enough that you think good thoughts to manifest great things in your life. Um, so I think that what these two cards are saying is look for that grain of sand in your third eye chakra, and it can help you achieve wonderful things. And that's what I've got for the conscious side.
So I want to say I have a feeling that you might find a grain of sand by connecting to something that's absolutely beautiful and sacred, and that is nature itself. Now, where do I think that grain of sand might be? I would say I would put it strongly above you. Why do I say above you? Because sometimes some of us need that oomph, right? We need to know that something above us is drawing us, is calling us, is pulling us in the right direction, right? So I'm absolutely telling you that both scenes here are about the night, they're about the moon, and they are both about nature. Why did I say that? Conjuring. Your higher self, your most fertile and your most creative is calling you. So I would say that you want to spend some time with your highest self and you want to find your highest self in the same place. You can find some kind of peace outdoors. So even if you just find you a little piece of yard, a little piece of privacy somewhere, sit down, put your feet in the dirt, or literally sit on the ground, put your hands down, and just talk to Mother Earth herself and find some peace and allow your higher self to bring you some knowledge that you seek. And that's what I've got for you.
Well, for Michelle, that makes sense. She is tied to the Empress or Mother Nature card through Gaia herself. Hi, Rossi. I got you starred.
You're welcome.
And Hershey, I started something that Maruda replied to.
Yep. Hit me up when we're done with this, Maruda, and I will take a look for you guys. Or tomorrow, whenever it's convenient for you. But Friday I'm gonna be real busy, so either tonight after this or tomorrow, and I can get your monkey at. Boy, don't play with me. Don't you ever in your life get up there on that table again.
So if you've tuned in, you just listening to Hershey try to give a new kitten to the household some manners. It's it's just as frustrating for Hershey to try to teach me some manners, I'm sure. So for Rossi, I'm going to say that you've really got to look into your heart chakra. The two cards I picked were magic and accumulation. Accumulation came first, but magic with a MAGICK came afterwards. So I think what it's saying is examine your heart chakra, and are you happy with all the accumulation or purchasing or acquiring, the thrill of acquiring things? um, a little shopper's therapy can lift you up mentally, provide a little hit of dopamine. But when you get the stuff home, if you don't have the right place to honor it, um, you may forget about it. It may even get lost in bags in the corner of bedrooms, sort of. Um, like, oh, I was too busy. I needed to get out of the car and go to the restroom, and then I forgot about it in the corner. So, like, it'd be like getting home and forgetting to put the groceries away in the kitchen after going to the bedroom, getting the groceries into the kitchen, but, leave the milk to sour on the table. So, if you take a look at your heart chakra, you may find that little grain of sand uh, in there when once you examine how attached you are to things. And that's what I have for you, Rossi.
I think you've got lots of sand, right? I think you've got opportunity. I think you're in a place where a new venture is calling for you, right? So why do I say that, right? So we get fairy tales and serenity, right? My happy place is literally watching the dumbest, craziest, stupidest, old ass movies from back in the day where I guess some people would call them fairy tales, right? But what's wrong with believing in something, right? What's wrong with using our imagination to allow us to daydream? What's wrong with using our imagination to create a comic book, right? Because, God forbid they're not out anymore, or at least not the good ones we grew up with, right? But you're also going to be looking in serenity to find you some of those grains of sand that you've got, right? So while we're looking up here in the mind for the fairy tales, the fantasies, the imagination, the creativity part of your brain, right? I think you're going to find a lot of sand there, but I also completely see serenity down here, and I can't help but think of healthy roots, right? So if we're healthy and we got grains of sand here, and we're healthy and we got grains of sand down there, that means that we've got a lot of pearls that we can find, right? I think there's opportunity, prosperity, and maybe even a new adventure is slowly on your horizon. You might even have to fly to get to this place. So am I saying that it looks like you're gonna go on a vacation? No, I don't know. You might. I don't know. You might be flying somewhere. You might be traveling somewhere, or you may be letting your mind soar and daydream and drift, so that you can use your imagination to create something new, crochet something new, find a new way to form a knot magically. I don't know, but you've got a whole lot of sand in you, but you've got a lot that you could dig for there in that mind, in your imagination and your creativity, and then down in the roots. So if there is a new adventure on the horizon, it's definitely going to come with a whole new set of something to look for. So find your sand and take it with you. And maybe by the time you get back, you just may have a pearl. That's what I've got for you.
Uh, or if pearls aren't enough for you, maybe you can uh, find enough sand to manufacture a looking glass.
Water gun. Yeah, because I keep forgetting a water bottle, so I'm gonna have to get a water gun. Maybe I'll remember a water gun. Oh man, a new adventure does sound wonderful.
We're actually
Definitely does.
having
I'm about to have one.
rain tonight here in Houston, and um, it's been a long time since we
Raining
had rain.
down.
It was needed.
Yes, I agree. I agree. It was very dry. Very dry. It's been like well over a month at least, right?
It seems so. I don't have the actual days, but they say, on track for the year we're above our average rainfall. So I guess over the 12-month period we'll be okay.
Well, good. Oh, goody, goody, goody.
So are we gonna have the cats acclimated to each other before we throw them all out to the elements for a week?
No, no, we won't. But maybe by the time we get back, life itself will have them together. Maruta! We didn't read for Maruta yet, right?
We have not.
Okay.
Okay, so I think, Marita, where you're gonna find your grain of sand is in the root chakra, because the first card you got was cultivate, which means to grow and to tend and nurture, give it the best um, nutrients and sunlight and whatever if you're a plant caregiver. And the second card is brave. Don't self sabotage. So uh, they want you to ground, but they also want you
Bobby,
to
you asshole!
think more positive thoughts, because you have that strength
You
that
don't leave shit alone.
uh, I see you as the red-haired warrior on the horse, in the Celtic movie, the Disney thing, Braveheart. Um, you know, just fearless, and I hope that is resonating with you, Maruda. If not, I know Hershey will know where it's at in the subconscious.
Well, first of all, I'm going right to them roots too. Look, baby. Roots. Roots, roots, roots. Tradition, ancestors, legacies. Cannot get away from them roots, right? When you're a root worker, it's always about them roots, right? We can try and think that we got to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be up here and that our heart is this, and this. But you know what? Us true root workers, we ain't got to do none of that because our heart is always in the right spot. Our head is always in the right spot. We don't have to remind somebody to do something that we already did 2 steps back. We already done did that. We done already paid it forward. We've already this, we've already that. We are full of mindful. We are full of positivity. But the best part of it, when you're a root worker, you do it with legacy. You do it with tradition. You do it with those things that kept you honest, that kept you whole, that kept you standing when you couldn't hardly stand for yourself. You stood in tradition. You stayed positive, stayed hopeful. Can't nobody take that from you. Continue to always stay in them roots. The sand that is acquired down there is just amazing. It's like a whole beach. So, you know what? Every grain of the sand that you have down there is golden. It's perfect. Don't change it. Just keep them weeds out and don't let no one ever, ever tell you that you yourself are not mindful or positive, because that's something that root workers carry with them no matter what. They're always optimistic. They're always going to see the other side. And they're usually always going to see that grain of sand that someone missed. So keep finding that sand. Keep helping as many as you can. That's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Hello, Joe G. Glad that you stopped by.
Okay. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Joe G's been doing some later night lives. I've not been catching them because I've actually gone to sleep at a reasonable hour lately.
Yep.
You know, I want to
Yeah.
be
Yep.
on as regular of a schedule as I can when we go on the cruise, because Hershe and I are going to have to share a room, and I don't want to bother her getting up and going down, or getting up and, putting the scooter into backup mode and going beep, beep, beep as I try to get out of the room to go find a smoking area on deck.
Or example, it's not gonna bother me that bad. I promise. I'm not gonna let it. I'll get me some earbuds. I'll look
Oh,
for me some earplugs and a thingy you can put over your eyes, and I should be just fine.
well, when you woke me up today and asked if when Steve was going to be here, I mean, it's like you were speaking a foreign language. I wasn't getting what you were saying, and I'm just like trying to process and reprocess the words that you said correctly, but I misinterpreted as they were going in.
I'm glad you were able to get it.
Yeah, but I gotta stay out of the casino. I mean, I can enjoy it for a couple hours, but I definitely need to stay out of casinos if I don't have the money to lose. So, but yeah, if you go through the casino deck and go out I think they call it the Alchemy Bar, which is appropriate, and then off to the after the ship. Then there's a nice little smoking area and couches and things out there to socialize on.
It'll be wonderful. Joe G's comment says, "Our son is a grand artiste
Artiste.
and a tarotist. We are trying to talk him into making a bib- biblically, biblically, what is that word?
If I know you biblically, then we've been undressed together.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Ooh-wee.
Just as a side note, I know Hershe platonically.
Very much so. And it will stay that way. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's disgusting. That's my brother.
Joji, that sounds very interesting. I wish and hope that you can get him to do that, because that would be a very interesting set of cards. Um, I
It
don't
would.
I don't have I don't have the visions that Hershey and Miles have, but when Hershey lets me know when Miles said there's so many of them, and how Miles bows to the angels lining up behind Jane when she's on Hershey for meta messages. It sounds like a truly awe-inspiring sight.
See, y'all using these words, and my brain is going, huh? What is that one?
Discartedly, I don't know. Gamble responsibly. Thank you, Madam Rue. Um, if I want to call
What
the Iowa,
is that word Joey saying? Joey G is saying. It don't.
I know them all discartedly, and I think discard. Oh gosh, what? I don't know what who Descartes is in my history, Joe. Alex, I'll take unknown trivia for 200.
Biblically meaning how they are depicted in the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, warts and all, and skin and all, and um, every feather and tittle, you know. I learned so much just coming on these things with you, these little lives. I mean, look at these brilliant people that watch us for some reason. They
Learn something
watch
new
us.
every day.
Well, I hope it's not the Honey Boo Boo effect. Come on in the parlor. Let's make some popcorn and watch these two fools.
Pronounced Descartes.
Descartes.
No, I legitimately learn something new every day. And then Maruda always makes sure I can kind of figure out how to start pronouncing the words because sometimes words hard for me. My brain and all the aneurysms and all the metal. I literally trying to put them together is not the simplest. I half the time don't even try it. Biblically means as depicted in Bible, or I know you in flesh.
I know you in flesh. That would be uh,
So
inferring that
basically,
we've
it's
been
a
romantic
naked,
together.
naughty. It's a sexual nakedness kind of
Innuendo.
thing.
Yeah.
I pop popcorn, Thomas. All right,
Mhm.
Mo.
Well, because we're the hottest thing since watching paint dry went popular in the
Not
'90s
since
in Houston,
watching paint
Texas.
dry, over.
It's gonna be bigger than Cabbage Patch Kids. Mark my words.
OMG. Oh, guys, I am so ready. I am so ready. 2 days. Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday. I wake up in the morning and guess what? It's only one day. One day.
So we have our travel documents all together. We have printed boarding passes just in case somebody's system goes down, or we can't get our phone to cooperate. Uh, and we have luggage tags.
Yes.
It's just a book.
This means book. Thomas?
I'm not sure, Rossi. They have us taken out of Galveston about I would say between 4 and 5 o'clock Saturday evening. It says Sunday is a fun day at sea, which means we go as fast as we can to as close to Key West as we can to anchor 23 miles away if we're still running the casino. And then most of the time they've pulled up early in the morning, like 4 in the morning. So you wake up in time to get off the ship. But the earliest you can get off the ship, I would think, is 9 a.m. Rossi, and even that might be a little too early because uh,
That might be a little too early because Thomas.
um, oh, then I got sidetracked by mosaics. So I would say after 10, not so you don't have to rush yourself in the morning. Uh,
So what we'll say like 10:30? I don't know like what dock or anything will be at, but
well, Carnival will have their own area to dock, so the harbor master will tell them.
okay. So and as soon as we get there and we like get off ship, we can turn our phone out of airplane mode and we could like text, right?
Right.
Rossi, I have your phone number, right? Well, hi. Who invited you up here, little boy? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just wanted to say hi? Well, go ahead, say hi then. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Rossi, don't I have your phone number, hon? I see I'm on my phone, or I would just look and I would go right to R, and I know I have your email. Absolutely. I'm absolutely sure they accepted it.
So, so I am sending my condolences, Joe. Once a parent dies, you sort of feel lost, or if your other parent survives, that you're almost uh, in an orphan. You just sort of feel lost because you always knew that they were there to help you. But sorry and condolences, Joe.
Absolutely, man. I lost my mom in '08. Man, I still miss her, man. I sometimes will hear something that I know my mama would have said in the living, working with some of these ghosts on the other side. All I can do is just think, ooh, you talked to my mama recently. I know that's some shit my mama would have said. Figuring you either. And Rossi, absolutely, definitely. Yes, yes, yes. I just want to make sure I've got you locked in. And I will once I get it, I will text you. I think you if we've got phone numbers, hopefully you've got my Texas number, but if not, you will have it. I will make sure you have it so that, there's not some strange number texting you going, I'm here. I just talking shit. Dirty little joke. Yeah, it's just a joke, love. Just a joke.
And that's the only kind of jokes that Tom knows. So yeah, or that or dad jokes that are just groaners.
Yeah, let's not do dad jokes, please.
No dad jokes.
Joke
So
breaks.
I am noticing that Joe is truly uh, endowed with a lot of vinyl in his record collection. So, and they say that like horns and the brass sections sound better uh, in that format than they do digitally. I guess the roundness, the fullness of the note uh, kind of gets tinny in digital compression. Trying to sell it. Yeah. To the right person, you could probably get it sold lock, stock, and barrel. But if you got to sell it piecemeal and do Etsy or eBay or whatever, um, you're gonna find out that it's an albatross around your neck. Because not a lot of people have a turntable anymore, Joe. I don't think if I searched high and low in this house, I could find a turntable. Might be able to find you two or three disabled CD DVD players. I I found out what Steve was doing in my room. So
Miss Flex told me. It's quite interesting. I don't need to know much more than that, though.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
I was
No,
cool
no,
with the free
I
part and everything
know
after the
that
free
it
part.
just
I was
said
like la
the
la la la
picture
la 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 la.
anatomically correct, and something that wouldn't be afraid to show full frontal bodies with whatever wings are on the back. I guess there's that all the wings can be different colors and different sizes and shapes as well. From what Miles has told me. Oh, from what Miles has told Hershey, and Hershey has told me. I think that's how that goes. We play telephone a lot around here.
Turn to the Greeks. Or, we could just have a Nephilim deck, and there would be nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with having a Nephilim deck. It will be part of our history.
I think I need my mom used to take a bird book with her when she went canoeing or out camping when she's watching the birds. So I need one that depicts alien races fairly accurately because um, A gray alien's probably the only thing I could identify from police sketches or whatever people remember. Um, so that would be most helpful to me since I can run into them in my dreams. And I got to remember, toes of three, leave them be.
Same as leaves of three.
Yeah,
What was I gonna
don't
talk
poke the
about?
bear. He's grumpy.
We be talking about anything. All right, guys. Thomas, you got anything else you want to say to our beautiful gems before we close down for the last Wednesday and the
This
last of chapter two?
this will probably be the last we see, unless I get an itchy hair and do a pop up with or without Hershey. Depending on time of day. Um, Other than that, I don't have anything.
Excuse me. I've got Friday with PD, and I've got some privates, and I'm gonna talk to Maruda, and I'm gonna respond to Rossi. Get everything set up. Friday I'm stupid busy with last second everything's. Um, and then I'm just literally starting the countdown timer to destination cruise. So yes, this probably will be the last time you guys see me. I don't
Well,
have
you
to.
got the pre-record Friday with PD
Yep,
at
but
seven
that's
thirty.
just right. That I'm just in chat. PD and I are just in chat so that we can conversate over the live. But for the most part, I think unless a pop up shows up somewhere, this will probably be it until meta messages on the time.
And I will try to get as many reactionary shots as I can from Hershey, so you can see cruising
Absolutely,
perspective from a first time point of view.
absolutely.
So with that, everyone, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. Go out and make it a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you for everything.